Deion Sanders won't be playing matchmaker at the NFL draft this time around. The Colorado coach, who is sending 2 sons and another star to the pros in 2025, has changed his stance on where his quarterback son, Shedeur Sanders, might land. Speaking on the Skip Bayless Show, Sanders opened up about the draft process and whether he tried to influence Shedeur's destination.
Shedeur has told me he's talked to me intently about all the visits he's had with all the teams, so I know where his heart is. I know where he wants to go,
Sanders said.
If it's New York, it's New York. If it's Tennessee, if it's Cleveland, if it's still the Raiders, if it's New Orleans, if it's any of those teams that are seeking a quarterback, I'm happy with it, man. Because I know what he's going to do to the organization.
Rather than worrying about location, Sanders emphasized that being drafted is a blessing, regardless of when or where it happens. He believes that sometimes, going later in the draft can put a player in a better situation. What matters most is that his kids are born winners and will thrive wherever they go. When pressed by Bayless about whether he'd attempt to control the process, Sanders was firm in his response.
No, no, no. Because that's not God's will right now. I want Shedeur to do what he's consistently done, excel against all odds. I like the hating, I like the naysaying, I like the ignorance because it makes us feel better about what we do, and it gives him another chip on his shoulder.
It's a sharp contrast from Sanders' comments in 2024, when he had a very different outlook. Back then, he made it clear he had preferences about where his sons would go.
I know where I want them to go,
he said on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
So, it's certain cities that ain't going to happen. It's going to be an Eli.
At the time, he even suggested that cold weather teams might be out of the question.
Like, I don't want my kid going nowhere cold next year,
he said via Pro Football Talk.
He grew up in Texas. He played in Jackson, played in Colorado. Season's over before it gets cold in Colorado. I'm just thinking way ahead. I don't want that for him.
Now, with Shedeur projected as a top 10 pick, possibly as high as number 2 overall, his destination remains uncertain. If the board doesn't break in his favor, he could slide. But one thing is clear, wherever Shedeur goes, his father is ready to embrace it. For now, Deion Sanders insists he's leaving it all in God's hands. Whether that mindset holds when draft night arrives, only time will tell.